All right, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Go. Good morning. Welcome to the Pitstop Top 3. Well, what a weekend we had. We had the cruise with the VE boys, and man, did we have fun. PH came along with me, and so this morning we're going to talk a little bit about the cruise, how that went, the car community, and then we're going to jump into some multiple choice questions that I have for these lads, and we can kind of jump into that. So my first question to you guys is, has any of you been on any kind of cruise where you're like, a group of 30, 40 cars, and you're getting to, one destination, you have a couple spots in between? For example, this rally we did, every stop we stopped at, we got tickets, and those tickets, were entered into a raffle that you can win certain prizes. And we sponsored this, so one of the prizes was a Pitstop Boys gift card and a detailing bucket, so that was pretty sweet. But it makes it kind of fun that you can win some stuff.
And it was dialed hat too.
Oh yeah, people got the new dialed hats. Good call. And people really like them, so that was cool. But yeah, have you guys experienced any kind of rally like this before?
I have not actually. Yeah, I want to, but yeah, I have not. But hopefully in the future, Pit Stop Boys Rally. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely organize one. I know we've been wanting to do that, and how things are, but we will for sure get one done, and we should dial it in like real nice. Like I have some really nice like roads planned out for us, and it'd just be a really nice drive. Get a bunch of nice like great content from it, right? Get pictures for people and all that stuff. But yeah, no, you would love it for sure.
Yeah.
You are someone who would love it, and you just got to be safe and careful. That's all I got to say. What about you, dude?
Yeah, I've been on two. One of them was like 10, and the other one was like 50 or 60. But like, I found it a little
50 or 60. Wow.
a little not boring, but like just like because it was all the way to Calabogie, and like on the way to Calabogie, we went through like downtown, just got caught in traffic for like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and then we're like on the way to Calabogie, we took like pictures and stuff. So like we were kind of like the whole way to Calabogie, just like waiting to get our pictures, like our rollers done.
Yeah.
And then we made it to Calabogie on a very timely basis. No, it wasn't that much fun,
Whoa.
but it was a good drive.
Dude.
It's not much of an experience.
It's so true that it takes so much like prep and like planning to do a proper cruise, because you're right, like cars get split up. If every car gets sent out all at once, it's a disaster. So they were pretty good. Like we had a couple stops, and they were sending groups of 10 out into town, like downtown Kingston, because that's where we ended up, and like it was very well organized. And these guys have done like several of these cruises, so they have it pretty dialed now. But I can see how that would be a major issue, And you got some guys that are driving a little faster than others, so of course people are gonna end up at different times. For me, I'm always like doing the speed limit and stuff, so like I'm probably the last one there every time. You know what I mean, right?
No.
Come on, man. Don't throw me under the bus. But, yeah, what about you? Have you done any other
Yeah,
cruises?
I have been in a couple of those cruises in different countries, and
Nice.
This one in Canada was one of the most interesting one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love that.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was that part that we arrested.
Hey, don't say that on here. We didn't get arrested, but we had actually something very weird happen. So I'll tell you guys a story. So this is actually right here. I have the ticket that I got on our cruise. We didn't get caught for speeding. We didn't get caught for street racing. We didn't get caught for weaving in and out of traffic. We didn't get caught for going high speeds.
Really?
Didn't get caught, but were you doing those things?
No, I was not, okay? Absolutely not. I respect the roads. But what happened was, we're a big group of cars. There's all these really sweet modified cars. Some are loud as all hell, right? So you're ripping, you're not even going that fast. But when you pass people having a nice little Sunday drive, you scare them sometimes, and you kind of ruffle some feathers in that sense. So we just so happened to ruffle a couple feathers no big deal. Like, we weren't doing anything crazy at all. And then, you know, we got into Perth, and there was basically a police officer waiting for us, and he wanted to just check, like, talk to us and see what was going on, make sure we're being safe, and, you know, that's what he did. Now, he grabbed several of our licenses, and he looked at everyone's stuff, and he gave everyone's card back except for mine. And he said, everyone else is good except for you. And I'm thinking, like, what the heck? Like, why? Like I was driving with all these guys. Like, why am I getting picked out right now? But anyways, it turns out that our license plate is not registered to the vehicle. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is, like, no, it doesn't make sense. Like, we got this from the dealership. It's all legit. This is the plate. I've been running this plate all year. And he says, no, you're lying to me, and you're trying to, like, get away with using a fake plate, so that I guess he thought because we were on this rally that I did this on purpose. And he was giving me, like, a hard time at first, eh?
Yeah, to be honest, the officer was very upset.
He was upset.
And he was shaking.
He was shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was kind of shaking because I was like, oh, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Because he thinks I stole the car. He was saying, oh, this could be stolen. He's saying, like, this is like I guess a crime to, like, do all this or whatever. And he was being really, like, it was crazy.
Yeah, that was great.
So, yeah, so then I'm, like, trying to talk to him. I'm trying to, like, figure this all out. He, I guess, finally somewhat believes my story, right? And he's like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a ticket, and a ticket for not having the right license plate. So in the meantime, I've already, like, emailed the dealership. They made the mistake. They literally just put the wrong plates in the car. So, like, we've had these plates all summer because we've never been pulled over, and I never thought to, like, double check the ownership to the plate because you just assume, right, that it's right. Like, I never would have checked that on any of new vehicles when you get a brand new car with a plate. You know, maybe I would have noticed it eventually, right? But we haven't. We don't drive that car a lot. So he's like, no, for sure. You're trying to pull a quick one on me. He's saying it's going to get impounded and all this stuff. We end up talking to him, and finally he says, okay, I'm going to, like, be nice, and I'm going to give you a $170 ticket for not having the right license plates, but I'm confiscating the plates you have, and you have to get this car towed home, right? So I'm like, okay, like, geez, that sucks. Me and PH are like, the day's over. We can't go to Kingston. Yeah, exactly. And we have to find a specialty. It was frustrating. Meanwhile, another cop shows up. Me and him are shooting the shit. This guy's a beauty. And the other guy was very nice, too, and I understand he was doing a job. Like,
he was out to get you, though.
He was out to get me, and he just couldn't. There was nothing except for the plate, and you can see how he would think, like, I purposely did that. But it was just, like, the chances of that happening are, like, crazy. You know, for someone to make a mistake at Service Ontario or at the dealership, first of all, that probably rarely ever happens to them. And for it to go unnoticed for that long because we never got pulled over or we never thought to, like, double check the number on the ownership, right? Anyways, so he's like, okay, you're going to have to get it towed, whatever. And I think was like, okay, that's just going to be this kid's punishment, is making him tow the car home, because he was not happy with me, even though I was being super respectful, eh? Like, yes. I was being so nice to the guy.
Yeah, he was respectful, but when he faced to the lots of car guys and he was surrounding with all of them, he was in the situation that, oh, maybe I need a backup.
Yeah, there was a lot of us there, and I'm sure it was intimidating. And, you know, I'm very, like, soft-spoken, and I'm, like, understanding, but some of the guys that you're surrounded with, you can't control what other people are saying, which can sometimes, like, ruffle the feathers a bit. And I'm just being like, no, like, it's all good, man. Like, this was a mistake, you know? Yeah. Anyways, so he's like, okay, you got to get it towed. Andre from Duran pops out of nowhere and says, well, I have a dealer plate. So we're going to stick this dealer plate on the car so you can at least drive it back, you know, so I don't have to pay a bunch of fees in towing, you know. So Andre comes through clutch, such a gangster move on his part, and, you know, just the whole car community. We had like 8 guys wait for us, right? Make sure we were all good. The other cop that pulled up, I was shooting the shit with him about trucks and stuff, and he gives me a screwdriver to help me put on the plate that Andre gave me, and the other cop was very upset. Very, very upset, like noticeably upset. And I was like, hey, man, I'm sorry. Shook his hand. He shook my hand, but you could tell he was upset. That all being said, we got very lucky to a certain degree, because he could have really impounded the car. He could have just gone along and said, no, we stole it or whatever it is. But I think like I was being honest, and we had enough paperwork where it was like, okay, like obviously the dealership made the mistake. So anyways, shout out to Andre because we got to go to Kingston, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we pulled up to Kingston. We had like
Thanks, Andre.
Yeah, thanks, Andre. Shout out because we would have been freaking sitting there for a while. But yeah, and then we got to Kingston, and we did so Jeff and the boys did the raffle. Hey, and somebody like who was the guy? What kind of car? The guy who won the raffle.
I think that was the BMW 4 Series.
And that's the one that was swapped?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So it's got the LS swap in it.
One of them was those.
But the guy who won, was that one?
No.
That was a different guy?
Who won the 500 thing?
Yeah.
He was the BMW 4 Series.
Right. Yeah.
The black one.
Right. Yeah.
The guy who won the hat.
Yeah.
He was the guy with the LST.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So great guy won our gift card, and that was cool. And we handed out a bunch of keychains, so that was cool. So we did that, and then we made our way into the downtown core of Kingston, where they had us like go in like groups of 10 to kind of break it up. But we had like the sweetest. It was like right in this heritage like area, it's like an old heritage building. I forget what it's called. I'll try to figure it out, but I'll put some pics up to show you guys. But
it was like the harbor.
The harbor, yeah, I was right in front of the water. Yeah, anyway, it was beautiful. We had a great spot. Me and PH went for lunch. We were talking to Prabul and a bunch of the guys, Shane, and all these guys. Lucas, so it's nice to see everyone. And yeah, and then we had a nice lunch. Checked out. There's some nice Ferraris there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was
Ford GT too.
Yeah, Ford GT was nasty. We'll pop that up too.
Is that a red one?
It was white and blue.
The white and blue.
And it sounded crazy. Like it ripped, man. It was nasty.
What was your guys' favorite cars there?
Favorite cars? Ooh.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, it was a gray GT3, had 69 on the wing.
With the yellow plate number.
Oh, that's weird.
With the yellow decals.
Yeah.
I think though, if I'm being honest, I think the cop pulled you over because of the 69.
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
He was
69.
like, this guy parties.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But it was just, it's for the kids. I'm just kidding.
But you know,
I'm gonna have to beep that out. It's not for the kids. Like when I say kids, I mean it's for the teenagers. Send it cruise. You guys know who you are. Anyways, let's reverse that.
Guys, to be honest, at the road, maybe 80-90% of the people were happy to see all of these cars together. They were pumped. They brought out their cameras and start to recording things with a laugh. But that was very exciting for me to see. Most of the people are happy to see these kind of cars.
Yeah, for sure.
Even when we reached to the harbor, to the Kingston, I see most of the elderly people. They were interested in even in the exhaust sounds of the.
Oh yeah. We were like,
that
everyone
was interesting for me.
It was. Yeah, everyone was revving up like the Ferraris and the Ford. Same thing, the GT. That thing was crazy.
No one was annoying or.
No, everyone loved it.
Yeah,
we gave ours a couple rev when we left, and people liked it.
Yeah, that was interesting for me. If in other places, in other countries, that's not like that. Maybe some of them do not enjoy the rev things, the exhaust sounds, Yeah.
I think it's like part of like, I think people are so used to just visually seeing the cars at a car show, right? And so not like, yes, people get to go look at the car, but to visually see it is one thing, but to hear it is a whole other thing. So it's like, and not often do you have guys revving up their freaking $200,000 to $300,000 car, right?
Yes.
So like to experience that sound and to like just understand a tiny little bit of the power behind it, Like, you don't need to know anything about cars. That's what you were saying. There was like an eight-year-old ladies. They were taking pictures in front of the Porsches, and when they freaking rev those Ferraris, they loved it. They probably had no idea what was going on or what kind of motor or engine it was, or maybe even what kind of car it was. Maybe they did, right? But it didn't seem like it. But they were freaking fired up, man. You know? And so that's what's so cool about doing these cruises and car shows. And they were raising money too for, remember there was that booth? We signed the car.
I remember that. I can pull it up.
Yeah, they were raising money for I forget what charity it was. We donated though. I think it's for some kind of children hospital or something. Anyways, we have it here. There was a lot going on. So anyways, but yeah. So you're raising money. People get to see cars. There's kids checking it out.
It was Heal the Future.
Yeah.
In support of sick kids.
Yeah, in support of sick kids. So that was cool. So donated some money to that. Got people out. And it was just great. It's nice to see people, like, we're here every day working, so it's nice to see some of these guys outside of, like, work and, like, get to talk to them and cruise with them. And it was honestly a great, great time. We had that little mishaps, but it was literally like a freak accident. Like, that's, like, never going to happen again, probably, hopefully not. And now every time I buy a car, I'm going to double check before you leave, make sure the plate's right. But
What went through your head when the officer was like, the plates don't match up with the car?
Oh, I saw right away. I was like, this guy, I was being my sweet old self. And it's like, I was being honest, but I could tell that he was like not believing like a word I was saying. He already kind of thought I was doing this on purpose. So I was kind of like, oh shit, number one. But number two, I was like, I'm going to be in trouble here. Like, this is going to be bad, for a second. And anyways.
Did you have the rest of the paperwork?
No. So I didn't have any of the paperwork in the vehicle either. I guess it got taken out and never put back in. And it's just, I should have checked before leaving. I thought we were all good.
You thought you were going to spend the night in jail?
Yeah, and to be fair, I had copies on my phone, so I think that's why it counted. Like, I was good, right? I did have that, but it was just the fact that the plate didn't match up to the ownership. So, yeah, and for sure, man. Like, ask PH, like, he was not happy, but it was one of these situations where I was being super honest. I didn't lie about a thing. It was 100% the fact that the dealership put the wrong plate on, and thank God Andre was there. But yeah, it was like I was like. We're gonna have to.
But
PH is gonna have to pick me up in the morning from the Perth jail cell.
No, I wouldn't.
All right, yeah.
No, just kidding.
Airbnb, but yeah. Anyways, so
You know,
all
just-
jokes aside, everyone was good, very respectful. The kids, the people in Kingston absolutely loved it. It was a great turnout. Like, it was so cool to see people taking pictures with the car, raising money, everyone getting along great. Such a good car community. Everyone has each other's back.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just makes me super proud to be living here and be a part of it.
And it was well organized. When we want to go out, one of them came and guide us to the exit.
Yeah, we had a guy walk us all the way through, and
Yeah.
it was very well done. And then we just crushed a podcast on the way home. We were pretty tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, overall, it was a great cruise, and we'll pop, obviously, we show you guys a couple clips and videos while we're talking about it, but yeah, so that was cool.
One thing that I miss was that just after the officer came to you, after that he came to me and asked me, "Hey man, you was the BMW driver?" And I asked generally or today. Today I was at the passenger side.
Because there was a BMW pulled up beside us, and I guess he
exactly.
thought this guy was driving the car. But it just goes to show you that you're a true BMW owner.
Yeah,
'Cause-
shout out for the Beamers.
Yeah, that was the cop. He got it right.
Yeah.
He kind of guessed, but you are a BMW guy. You just
Yeah,
not that one.
Not that.
Yeah, he left you alone pretty good. You weren't driving it, you didn't have nothing to do with it. But yeah, no, it was good. It was interesting, very confusing. Hey, we were all like, "What the heck is happening right now?" I was like, "What do you mean the plate isn't the right plate? Like, get out!" Like, I was like, at first, I thought I was getting punked. You know what I mean? 'Cause I was like, "There's no chance that this is happening." Anyway, so it was great. like you said,
Yeah.
really good organization. It was a great event. But yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna run you guys through some questions, multiple choice. I'm gonna start with you, Carter. So I'm just gonna pull up this list of questions, and we're gonna see how you guys do. All right. Okay, Carter. Which company is considered the oldest car manufacturer in the world? Ford, Mercedes-Benz, or BMW?
I'm gonna go with Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz is right, actually. Yeah. Carl Benz, as we know, is the person who invented. Well, he didn't invent the. He perfected the first combustion engine, and made it something that was you were able to actually put in a car, and for it to function properly. So that is pretty interesting. So good guess. Good guess. Good guess. So first question done. Okay. PH.
Yes, here I am.
What does ABS stand for? Now this is an easy one. So
ABS stands for anti-lock brake system.
no,
No?
it's actually active barking system.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. You're right. I'm gonna give you one more because that's too easy.
That was not.
That was way too easy. Okay, how about this? What year was the first T model released?
T model.
Yes, 1899.
T model Tesla.
No, model. Sorry. Model T4, like the Ford.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're joking? Okay, is it 1899, 1908, 1913, or 1920?
What was the first one?
1899.
No.
No, wait, was it 1908?
No.
No, I don't think so.
1930?
I think it's between 1913 and 1920.
No, 1930. I'm sure, yeah.
1913. 1913, let me check. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, you are right. Great
Thank you.
job, man. Okay. T-Flow.
You know, it sounds like that we all know the answers. we had the answers,
We don't.
but we don't. To be
No one
honest,
has
we
answers. We're
don't.
just geniuses, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, perfect. All right, T-Flow. Which car was featured in the movie Back to the Future? Was it A, a Ford Mustang, B, a DeLorean DMC-12, or C, a Chevrolet Camaro?
B.
B, DeLorean is correct.
B DeLorean.
Nice, dude.
B DeLorean.
DeLorean. Have you guys all seen that movie?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a DeLorean in person?
I saw like a old non.
Like a clapped out DeLorean?
Yeah.
Sick. It was probably from Back to the
wasn't even
Future.
one, probably like a replica car or something. But it was,
Okay.
like, bad condition.
They're like stainless steel.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
It was like the windows were busted. It was like
You have to be like really careful detailing those things because
bet.
like if you go against the grain in any kind of way, it can mess it up. But yeah, it's a pretty cool car. Okay. Let's go back to you, Carter. This is going to be a question that you probably know the answer to. Okay. What does JDM stand for?
Ah, shit. I don't even know if I know this one.
Oh.
Don't pretend.
We got him.
I know that you are a German guy, but don't pretend.
No, I don't know what D&M stands for.
Why don't we give you a hint? Okay. I'll give you a hint. Oh wait, I didn't tell you any of the options? No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me tell you the options. That would make it easier. Okay. Is it A, just drive motors? Is it B, joint drivetrain module? Or is it C, Japanese domestic market? C. C is the right answer. Japanese domestic market, JDM. If anyone didn't know that, now you know. Remember it and tell your friends you'll look cool doing it, right? Let's go back up to here.
Shout out to Arman for the JDM.
Shout out to Arman, our guy. He's going to be coming to work here soon. So that's who that is, and that's who he's referring to if you didn't know. Alrighty. Now, next question. OEM.
Whose turn is that? Why me, guys?
What is
OEM stands for the part that is produced by the main companies, but
so what does it stand for?
yeah, I know, but I'm looking. Yeah, original,
I'm not telling you the answer. I'm guessing.
original equipment manufacturing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, bro. Original equipment manufacturer.
Yeah.
So, obviously OEM, when someone's like, "Oh yeah, like I just picked up this whatever OEM,"
for the hint.
you know, you hear that JDM, OEM, PSI, all these different abbreviations in the car world. Well, OEM
AFT.
means parts that were originally manufactured in the factory, right? So,
Right.
original equipment manufacturer.
Those part that we do not need it, we change it.
Yeah. Basically, we get rid of all those, and you just add a bunch of aftermarket parts. All right, let's go with a question that I think you guys won't know the answer to, but we're gonna try. Which car model has the title of the best-selling car of all time? Is it a Ford F-150? Is it B, Toyota Corolla? Is it C, Honda Civic? Or D, Volkswagen Beetle? Yeah.
That's
I think-
they're all like really up there, but I think it's the Beetle.
Yeah, I think the Beetle.
All time, like in the whole world,
Guys,
it's Ford.
it's Ford. You say Ford?
Yeah.
So what do you say?
Said Beetle.
Honda Civic.
Honda Civic. What do you say?
Beetle.
Beetle. I'm going to go ahead and guess Toyota Corolla, okay? Turns out I'm right. Okay. So, the Toyota Corolla is the world's best-selling car. It made over 50 million of them since 1966. So, I mean, yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm sure, like, yeah, I think so. And for the Ford F, like, so all the Ford trucks, they're at about 41 million. So they're like, they're second. So that's pretty interesting, because I mean, it makes sense though. There's Corollas all over the world. If you look at like on a global scale, they're everywhere. And who hasn't been in like a clapped out Toyota Corolla from like 1981? You know what I mean? I have. I grew up in that. I think I'm pretty sure my first kiss
But
was in the
then
back of a Corolla.
That speaks
Oh,
volumes.
yeah.
Like in North America, then the F-150 is only sold in North America, but has like almost more than the Corolla.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that kind of like balances it out. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
He doesn't even know.
Lots of Corolla.
Yeah, lots of Corollas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're cool. Actually, this thing,
I
thing
do
kind of reminds me of a
prefer-
Corolla.
I do prefer Corona.
Yeah.
I do prefer
kidding.
Coronas.
Coronas.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
the lemon.
This guy. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday morning and he's thinking about Coronas with lime. I mean, lemon?
Yeah, with lemon.
Not lime?
Yeah, with lime.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You mean lime? Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Yeah, I think thing about limes. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We know about cars. We don't know about fruits or vegetables or whatever the hell.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't assume where my fruits come from. All right, that's fair enough. Okay, so we answered a couple questions. We talked about the car show. I think now it's important to take a second and let's just all talk about the car community here in Ottawa. Or if there's any stories that you guys have experienced throughout your car journey. But I think we should all go through and share one example where the car community or someone came through and helped you in some kind of way, whether it was a boost, whether you had a flat tire, whether you had a fake license plate and got accused for trying to legally street race and hide your identity. Whatever it may be, I want to know a story on, how somebody may have helped you, because it's so true that the car community is amazing here, And for most part, everyone is so awesome, and we have such a good time together, and it's just cool to know that deep down we're all just humans trying to have a good time, and if someone really needs a hand, someone's gonna stop and kind of do that. So that was a great example for us this weekend. But I want to hear what you guys have to say if you guys have any stories. So Carter, we'll kick it off with you, buddy.
All right. So about like 2-3 months ago, I was having just a little problems with my car. Just a few problems, and it happened probably like 2 to 3 times. But I was just driving, I would hit like a pothole or something, and then my car, it was something with the electronics, so every time like I would hit like a pothole, like a big one on my left side where my fuse box was, it would like glitch up my like whatever. It happened for like a few weeks straight, but every time I would hit like a bump, my car would like, my EPC light would go on, my steering would just shut off. Like I would have to pull over, my car wouldn't start then.
Brutal.
Happened like 3 times in like 3 weeks pretty much. Every time I pulled over, I couldn't move, I couldn't start my car. I don't know what the problem was. Every time I had like 3 cars line up behind me, come to me, say, "What's the problem? Like, can I help you?" They were like, half the time they were mechanics. Got very lucky. Like 3 mechanics pulled up. I'm like, oh, what are the odds of that?
Yeah.
But yeah, just like any other time, like you get pulled over, or I pulled over myself, but
Yeah.
anytime,
This
like,
time.
but anytime, man, like just someone right there, like they'll stop for you, make sure you're good, try to help you out. Like
Yeah,
the community is just amazing here. I love it.
it is cool.
Honestly, they're great help, everything. Like
Yeah, that's cool. So, you're right. Like someone's always kind of willing to help or stop, which is, it's so nice, and which it's like makes you realize, okay, well, next time I see somebody, if
I
I
should
can
stop,
help,
yeah.
I'm gonna help out and see what I can do. That's a great story, and you got that fixed now,
yeah, no more problems now.
so she's all good. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Shout out to Canadian people
Yeah,
for these things.
yeah, man.
Yeah, and I need my citizenship after this video.
Well,
I'm
we're
just kidding.
Yeah. No, you'll get it, man. Yeah. No, this weekend you passed the test.
Yeah,
You're in.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, give me a situation, give me a story, why you're thankful for the car community. Maybe it could have been here or back home or wherever the heck. Like, yeah, like what? Yeah, go for it.
Yep, I think that's one of the most amazing thing between the car guys and to having a car community which support each others in any terms. For example, as installers, we have a car community and we help each other how to open the parts, how to lay down some pieces, how to figure out some problems,
Yeah.
and they help each other, and that's very helpful in that terms too, in term of the working on the cars too, and yeah, that's it.
Nice. So have you ever
The
had
other aspect of the
have you ever had
community.
give me like a story where you were driving your BMW, you were doing a
Yeah.
drift and your wheel flew off. Anything like that?
Yeah, one time I remember that when I was in my own country in Iran,
Yeah.
and I was in my BMW 46, and one of my friends was in BMW E30.
Yeah.
We were modifying the E30, and we were testing at the midnight at the highways.
Yeah.
So we just passed one of the cops, and we didn't notice that.
Nice.
Yeah, and we got pulled over, and I remember that my roof was totally open. It was the convertible,
Yeah.
and
Was it raining?
no, it wasn't raining.
Was it snowing?
No. I just
Was it hailing?
I just wanted to close the roof
Okay.
and then run, you know.
Nice.
But yeah, I pulled over. My friend pulled over. I was trying to closed the roof, and the cops was like that. What the fuck is this guy doing? Why he's trying to close the roof? Or maybe there is something, or he has to, or something like that. But my roof was half closed, and my friends with the BMW E30 start to run, and the cops put the car into the rear gear and come toward me, and I was halfway. It was almost close, and I start to run too.
Okay.
So
Wait,
yeah.
what?
What?
So
Yeah.
how did your friend help you?
No, he ran.
didn't help you?
No, he ran. He ran.
So you don't have a story where your friend helped you or someone you just told us a story about how he literally had a friend, and I always thought this guy, I
Exactly.
thought he was gonna say his friend stopped and got out and helped him put the
No.
cover on. No, he's saying his friend just left him, and then he
Yeah.
decided to run because I don't know, but so that's
Yeah, and I try to run too, and I can made it, but the thing was that he persuaded me to run. That's the car community.
oh, I gotcha.
Sometimes they can persuade you to do something.
Yes. So he helped you out.
Yeah.
So he did help you out.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
So that's the car community.
So that's a good story then, because I thought he was leaving you in the dust, but he did, but it was to motivate you.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Probably he would like that. Hey, it seems that PH want to surrender himself, so let's persuade him to run.
Nice. Dude, that's a great story. I was not expecting that ending, and for a sec, I wasn't sure if you understood the question, because I was like, well, he didn't help you, but I now understand. So if
he
someone was in front of me and they decided to take off, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. We could all see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was where were you? Nowhere, right?
I was
It
in
didn't
my
happen.
country, Iran.
Yeah. So that's freaking awesome, man. That's a good story, and I think you caught everyone. Like you gave everyone a little surprise there. It was a good little mix in.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
please.
Don't
Please
do it.
don't do that.
No, and we don't do
At
that.
this age,
Yeah,
I'm 34. I tell everybody this is the stupid thing.
Be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive slow. If you want to race, go to a track. And
Exactly.
yeah. Anyways, okay. T-Flow,
T-Flow.
car community story. And don't tell me you ran from the cops because your friends did too.
I drive a Golf R. I can't run from the cops.
Right.
I don't have one specific story. I can't really remember anything, but like just overall in general, whether it's on Waze or on the road, like I love when people like kind of flag down like cops.
Yes.
Like,
That happened.
They flash the lights at you. The bikers tap their helmet and stuff. Just like even if you're not going fast, or even if you're just following the speed limit or whatever, like people let you know.
Yeah.
I was on the highway yesterday, branching off to the 416, I think, like
Yeah.
by Bayshore,
Yeah.
and
Doing some shopping.
this guy, no, I wasn't that fast, but like, I can take that bend like at 100. Other people slow down to like 80 or whatever.
Yeah. Ricky
Wasn't
Bobby.
going fast at all, but like I guess the guy behind me had Waze, so he was like flashing me down.
Oh.
So like I kind of let off, and then as soon as it straightened out, there's an OPP under the bridge.
Rip.
Because like I didn't have my Waze open, I had my like oil
T-Flow,
temps open.
pull over. Yeah.
But there's even times where like I'm driving kind of in my neighborhood now. It's like a 50 zone.
Yeah.
But like back 4 or 5 years ago, it's like a 70-80 zone. So I still drive 70-80. It's like a one lane. There was no one there. It was like 9 p.m. at night. This Jeep passed by a cop obviously and just started flashing me. So I was like, oh, I know what that means. So I dropped down to like 55, and then sure enough, there was a cop right there.
Yeah.
I think that's why I just never get pulled over for speeding, because there's always someone
Honestly,
there, someone on Waze for the highways, just
Yeah.
flagging the cops down.
I would say I'm a slow driver, for most part.
When it counts.
Yeah. For most part, I'd say I'm a slow driver. But this whole conversation, we're talking about the car community, right? And we all just shared a little story of how we've been kind of like helped out in some way, or I'm sure we all have stories of us helping out people in certain
Oh, for sure.
situations. So I just think it's so cool that we have that. You can say that like as a car person, there is a community, and that community is very powerful, and it's awesome to be a part of. So I think, this weekend was a great example of that. People helping us out, stepping up, stepping in, not just ditching, making sure we were okay. Like I said, Andre, we got Jeff sticking around, all these guys made sure we were good, for example. But it is a blessing to be a part of, and I love everything about it. So I think this has been a good little chat today, boys. We touched on a couple things. Our rally, did the survey, the little questionnaire. You guys killed that. Got pretty much everything right. Yeah. Guys are geniuses. And so thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll have another one next week. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. And we hope you guys like the video. Thanks for watching.
Sound, and we gotta guess what I'm making. I'll start.
Okay.
All right.
That
is a supercharger.
supercharger. Yeah, that's it.
Hellcat one?
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
dude.
that's
That was
nice.
good.
yeah.
Okay. What am I gonna do? All right, here we go. Okay.
That's pretty good.
What is it?
Turbo.
Yeah, I was
STI.
saying. I was saying. Well, I was relating that to back when I had my MK4.
MK4.
Yeah. Last time I said it was a 2.0. It's not. It's a 1.8 turbo. I made that mistake.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's a 1.8 turbo. But I had the diverter valve and the intake, and it was tune and all that stuff. But yeah, that was that. Thanks, guys. Not bad, eh?
Oh, nice.
Okay, go for it.
Let's go, Pete.
That's a dying horse.
No, it's
Is
not.
that a diesel?
No, that's not the diesel.
Or something?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's
LS?
one of the LS or
Just chugging along.
V8 with the modified can. Yeah,
That was good, dude.
yeah.
I was close.
Most of the time you can hear it at the drag race, Carter.
Oh yeah. So nice. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Volkswagen R.
No. No. No.
of the pump.
No. No. I don't think you guys are gonna get it.
Do that again.
The window.
No.
No, it's gotta be a car,
Close.
right?
Yeah. It's part of your car. You're close. You're kind of close.
I'm close.
Yeah.
You're
Peppy?
you're diesel.
No. No.
Peppy?
No.
Which part I'm close? The glass parts or the fuel pump?
The window, the glass.
Window, the glass. Not the spraying nozzle.
No.
Wait, it's a car like
Yeah,
something-
it's part of a car. Yeah.
Oh, it's part of a car.
Yeah.
Okay. You said the windshield wiper fluid?
Yeah.
The sun visor?
No.
Oh, the sunroof.
No.
Do it again. The seat going back? Nice, dude. Hell yeah, that was
It's
good.
like your Gulf R floor in it or something.
Before I put the exhaust, yeah. That's what it sounded like. It sounded super quiet.
That was sick.
Yeah,